Jonathan Huberdeau commits to Calgary so quickly. Who would have thought? Welcome back, hockey fans. Welcome in if this is your first time to the channel. I'm Josh. This is the Hockey Flow. And today, it's Friday, August 5th, 2022. That's right, happy Friday, everybody. Jonathan Huberdeau, man, we dropped the video yesterday, and then this news drops. 8 years, $10.5 million per. You bet your butt we're going to talk about it. We'll get to that in just a moment on Today in Hockey. But first and foremost, we got to get to Today in Hockey history, and then we'll get to our headlines, including this big Jonathan Huberdeau news, and then we're getting into another edition, article deep dive. We're heading back to the hockey writers and the excellent Jim Parsons. You know what that means. Rumor Roundup! That's right, we got a lot of fun things to talk about, including the Vegas Knights. Max Pacioretty saying it's a country club around here. I don't know about that, but if you do enjoy the content, take a moment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, helps us out a ton. We're just getting started, but we're going to keep bringing you videos every day. I really do appreciate it. Today in hockey history, on this date, August 5th, in 1964, the great Art Ross, yes, that Art Ross, would pass away. Outside of leading the Bruins for 30 years, he was responsible for numerous innovations for the game of hockey. You know, on a hockey puck, those little beveled edges on the sides? Thanks to Art Ross. All right, headlines. Let's get right into it. News of the evening yesterday, news of the day today, we'll go with it. Calgary Flames, Jonathan Huberdeau commits 8 years, $84 million deal with the team, $10.5 million per season. My goodness, did they pay the man? Is it worth it, though? That's the big question. He is 29, going to be 30. He's now committed to them for 9+ years. I know Flames fans were clamoring. You guys were clamoring for someone to commit, whether it was Johnny Gaudreau, then it was Matthew Tkachuk. You got your man, right? But now you got to live with him. 9 years, 8 years at that $10.5 million. I tell you what, it makes me a little nervous, not because of his game and his style of play, right? It's not like he's throwing his body around the ice, anything like that. It's just father time. You know, not everyone is Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby. So this contract, I'm afraid it's going to probably age a little poorly, but who knows what could happen. The cap might go up a lot too, doubt it, but you never know what could happen. So in the meantime, it's positive news for Flames fans. Celebrate that, enjoy that. You have someone there that wants to commit, and we're going to continue talking about this because the Flames aren't done, according to Mr. Jim Parsons. All right, New Jersey Devils. I tell you what, seems like we talk about the Devils quite a bit. Nothing wrong with that. Lots of Devils fans, friends of the channel. Shout out to you guys. But Miles Wood, he did agree to a 1-year, $3.2 million deal to avoid arbitration. Tell you what, feels a little steep, but it's all right. You know, you're just filling out the roster at this point. Bring him back, avoid arbitration. Why not? All right, article of the day, it's time. We're going back to the hockey writers, the excellent Jim Parsons. You know what he does. He compiles the rumors from all around the NHL, all the other sources, and we get to talk about it and react to it. So let's see what's on the docket today. All right, so Flames fans, I promised there was a little more for you. Here it is. According to Mr. Parsons, he compiled the Flames take risk on Huberdeau. There's a reason we're talking about it, right? We're not crazy. We're thinking it. Other people are thinking it too. But shift focus to Weegar. So that's right. That's the other big key piece to that trade, right? It wasn't just a 1-for-1 Jonathan Huberdeau for Matthew Tkachuk. Mackenzie Weegar, right-handed defenseman, extraordinaire, if you will. He had a really good season last year. He was also a part of that deal, and I tell you what, if they can lock him up long-term as well, man, the Flames, they're doing good things. Again, these contracts might age a little poorly, but I tell you what, let's focus on the positive, Flames fans. Good for you guys. That's tough to say as an Oilers fan, but no, I kid. But let's go Oilers, absolutely. But all right, so at the end of the day, Jim Parsons says, expect the Weegar talk to heat up quick. Now that they got Huberdeau done, Weegar's next. So I'm excited. Let's see if that happens. Keep that Battle of Alberta going, baby, absolutely. Bruins interested in Lucic. So here we go, Flames. We're talking about you guys again. Milan Lucic, former Oiler here. The Bruins and former Bruin. He's wants to potentially. They want him back in Boston. Could be interested if the Flames retain some of that $6 million contract. Tell you what, that's a steep price. And if Coach Suter lets him go, guess Daryl Suter's a big fan of Lucic. So if Suter says it's okay, sounds like the Flames are interested in letting him go. They'll even retain a little money for you. Vladamir Tarasenko update. Blues fans, I tell you what, we haven't talked about Tarasenko much in a long time. He did submit a trade request, was the beginning of last season. Nothing ever really came from it. He had some shoulder issues and had a bounce back season, right? He played really well, but now he's, what are we looking at, other side of 30 almost, and does have that shoulder issue in the past, and he's going to be a free agent after this season. So the Blues, they're not eager to move him, no matter what may be out there. Jim Parsons has given us some sources that are saying that the Blues are not eager to move him, but if they were to do it, if they were listening, it would be for a top six winger in return. So if you're looking at that and you're another team, is it really worth giving up a top six winger for Vladimir Tarasenko? It feels like you could probably just ride out this season and make a run for him next season, right? All right, and here it is. We teased it a little bit at the beginning. Max Pacioretty calls out Vegas's lack of competitive atmosphere. Okay. So I get it. Vegas is the new team, right? And I'm sure in a lot of ways the organization didn't want to upset any players, didn't want to get off on the wrong foot by any means, putting too much pressure on anyone. And the city itself isn't going to put much pressure. So when the Knights actually came to Vegas, I had moved here shortly after. It was their first season towards the end, and the city was buzzing, right? The energy was amazing. People were very excited, but there were talks. Is this good for the city of Vegas and hockey in Vegas? If they win the Cup first season, are people going to be disinterested if they have a down season? But that ended up not happening, right? They didn't win the Cup, and people have definitely continued to be interested in the team. And I tell you what, if you talk to Vegas fans, they absolutely hold these players accountable. So I'm not sure exactly where Pacioretty's coming from. It's got to be from management. It's got to be from coaches, things of that nature. And I get it. At the end of the day, they don't want to stir the pot. They're learning how to do this, but compared to what he was used to, it's a little different. So he says that it's concerning that no one seemed to care how they were doing. Tell you what, come look around town, read the Twitter. The fans care how you guys are doing, 1000%. No one from the outside is pressuring you. He said it's not a country club, but there's not really any outside pressures. And, I get it. He's played in Montreal. Like, that's the hockey mecca in a lot of ways, right? And Vegas is a new hockey city, and we're in the desert, for goodness sakes. But I tell you what, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Pacioretty saying those things, even if it's true, right? Like, why do you have to come out and air your dirty laundry out to everyone? But I think the Knights are going to have a strong team this year. I know they got some cap issues, and it's been a little bit of a whirlwind this offseason of what's going to happen, but down the line they'll probably have to shed some more space, and maybe it's Pacioretty just being upset because he got let go for essentially nothing, right? Future considerations, gotta love those future considerations. So yeah, Knights fans, don't worry about this at all. Pacioretty, I think he's just upset. But what do we think of Huberdeau's deal? 8-year, $10.5 million per. Is that too much, or did the Flames get a steal? I don't know. I was on the fence initially, but that's gonna do it for the video today. Another edition of Rumor Roundup in the books. I appreciate you guys. We do have a giveaway going on. As you see here, the special video is going to be coming either tomorrow or Sunday, time permitting, and we're going to pick a winner. $100 gift card to NHL shop is going to be coming to one of you guys. You're going to be, to be entered, make sure to check out the giveaway video. Comment on that with your favorite team and why. Please, and why. That video, not this one. But that's going to do it, guys. I really appreciate you. Until tomorrow, cheers.